So I thought the premise of the SF selection was kind of flawed even then. But I passed, so everybody else, you know what I mean?
Getting ready to go to SF selection. That came across your radar. You don't want to go to Korea.
Yeah.
So, how did it come across your radar, though? I'm just curious.
Man, like other guys in my platoon went. So, yeah, this is an interesting thing. Like back in the 90s, no fucking internet. People these days ask me like, I want to follow your path. You know, how did you know there was no fucking path. Like, it's roll the fucking dice, man. You know what I mean? You just fucking went and you tried, like, mark of a man, you know, but guys that went to the unit disappeared forever. You never seen them in Ranger Battalion. Like, gone. Mm-hmm. You're never going to see them again. Why? Unit didn't do nothing with the Rangers back then. You know what I mean? And then those guys were just gone. So the SF guy, the guys that go to SF selection would come back and like be around a little while before they left or something. So you'd get to talk to them. You know what I mean? The guys that went to the unit were gone within the month. Like you never seen them again.
Interesting.
So like the time I went to SF selection, I figured I'm not married and I'm too young for the unit. And that's kind of what guys thought back then.
Gotcha.
Mature, married guys, this is who they take. So I figured, well, I'm still just a single guy, whatever. I'll do SF, or I might have been married at the time, but I figured I'd do Special Forces. A buddy of mine went, said it was. He was like, it's nothing you couldn't do every day. Well, fuck, that sounds like me right there. You know what I mean? So I went.
How was it?
I was on the fucking worst team ever in the history of Special Forces selection. I'm pretty fucking sure of it. You know
No shit.
I mean?
Why is that?
Dude, like, I was just on a team with a bunch of fucking pussies. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, let's just say it like it is. Like, you know, like, the smokings are only for so many hours. You can only do so many fucking push-ups. This isn't a fucking thing. This is daily shit in Ranger Battalion. You know what I mean? And, like, guys like, and, like, we're doing log. I had a nickname Zero for a while for selection, and like the mandatory log day where it's like, 1, 2, you know what I mean? Like you do the log or you lift it up. You know, it's like 12 people on a fucking log, right? Okay. If all 12 people actually lifted the log ain't fucking heavy. But when everyone's bitched up, like, it's like, it makes the heavy end a lot fucking heavier. Right? It makes the light end a lot fucking heavier. So like, we're doing a log PT and like my team is just fucking like, except for like 1 or 2 guys on my team, like we might as well be the fucking, you know, the retard squad out here. I don't fucking know, you know, it's fucking sad. So it's like 1, you know, and they count the cadence like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you yell the number like 1, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just started yelling 0. Fucking 0, motherfuckers. 0, right? So I yelled 0 so many times. One of the cadre came up to me and he was like, yell 0 again and you may not make it through selection. I'm like, Roger that, Sarge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking 0 again, motherfuckers. Like, I yelled 0 again. You know what I mean? So he's like, you with me. So he brings me to the front of everybody. Everyone gets a break while they're fucking with me. So anyone in my selection course, you're fucking welcome, especially you fucking pussies. You know what I mean? Anyway, so they gave me my own 6-foot log. The 6-foot log is worse than the big log. You know what I mean? But at this point, I can't be weak here. You know what I mean? I got myself into this position, and you know how you get out of this position? You fucking rock star that shit. I grabbed that log. 1, 2, 3, fucking 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. I just kept yelling 0.
There's the pathway for everybody that's asking.
There you go. And then, so everyone called me 0 in selection. But like that little log was no joke. Yeah. I literally had to like do shit, be strong, fucking breathe. You know what I mean?
Probably a lot girthier than the other logs, eh?
You would know. You're in the fucking Navy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. And then like, you know, like you start first thing in the morning, and then you got to do like your selection event or whatever the fucking craziness they throw at you during the day. And like most teams are getting done around like 3 o'clock with their first event. And there's a couple nights we came in like bedtime. And they just let us out there walking with these fucking whatever bullshit we're fucking doing that day. Like, I was on the worst team ever. And then I thought this was interesting. The final road march for selection, like literally you walk, they line everybody up, you know, and I think there's like a gunshot or someone yells go or air horn or something, you know, like go. Everyone takes off like a fucking bat out of hell. And I'm just thinking, you ever been on a fucking 20-miler or 25-mile road march? Like, that is not the speed you start at. You start slow and you taper off. You know what I'm saying? That's how you win. And like all these people take off. So I'm just like, so I just start walking, right? And then about 2 miles in, there's a creek you got to cross, right? And I never seen this before. Like, dudes would stop and they're trying to put a garbage bag over their leg and over their sock.
Bullshit.
I seen tons of fucking dudes doing this. So I just walked right fucking through. This gave me a major lead on all them fucking assholes. You know what I mean? And
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They're putting trash bags over their
Feet
pants so they can so they don't get wet.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow.
I never even seen that. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen that.
I just walked through. And I think later I had to take a shit and I changed my socks because they were a little wet. You know what I mean? But it's only because I had to take a shit. But I just walked through, and when I came in, you had to turn in like, you got to have like the star cluster, you know, the star, I don't know what you guys call them, the star cluster where you, and it goes, right?
Yeah.
You had to carry a couple of those. So if you get lost, you know, part of the procedure to find you, right? Well, you get done. There's a guy sitting there with a box, and he's like, throw your shit in the box. And I was like, okay. So I throw him in the box, and the box isn't like empty. I was like, in this box? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, there's nothing in it. He's like, yeah, throw him in the box. So I dropped him in the box, and I was like, there's nothing in the box. How many guys are done? And he was like, there's another guy just hit the showers. That's what he told me. So me and another guy finished like first. And it's not like I walked fast or hard. I just fucking walked through the water. You know what I mean? It wasn't magic. You know what I mean? I just kept a good pace the whole time. So I thought the team part, I thought special forces selection, the premise of it's fucking stupid. Right? Because you're going to do all this shit all day long, all this physical shit, and then they're going to put you in the barracks at like dark, and you can't sleep till 10. And then you're going to get major points if you fall asleep. Motherfucker, you walk me all day long. The only thing I'm going to do is fall asleep. You know what I mean? So I thought the premise of the SF selection was kind of flawed, even then. But I passed, so fuck everybody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.